Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Mudassir, and in this video we will see how we can delete the data from the B tree. In the previous video we discussed how we can construct a B tree, and we discussed all the possible cases and their possible solutions. Now in this video we will discuss how we can delete some particular data from the B tree. So before deletion of data, we will insert further three key values. So first of all, we will insert 2 into the B tree. So when we will compare 2 with the root node, after comparison it will move to the left subtree of 14. So when we compare it with 5 and 9, so after comparison we can see that 2 is less than 5. It means it will move to the left subtree of 5. So the 2 will be inserted with 1, 3 and 4. So after insertion of 2 we can see that its order has been changed. So we have to rearrange it. The whole tree will remain same and the affected area will become 1, 2, 3 and 4. So after insertion of 2 we will insert 6 into the B tree. So first of all we will compare 6 with the B tree. After comparison with 14 it will move to the left side, and after comparison with the left 5 and 9 we can see that 6 is greater than 5 but less than 9. It means it will be inserted between 5 and 9. So 6 is inserted with 7 and 8. So after insertion of 6, again we have to rearrange our B tree in ascending order. So after rearranging it in ascending order, the affected area will become 6, 7 and 8, and the whole remaining tree will remain same. The last value which we will insert is 12. So we compare it with 14. So 12 is less than 14. It will move to the left subtree, and after comparison it will move to the right subtree of 9 because it is greater than 9. So 12 will be inserted with 11, 12, 13 and then 12. So now we will have to rearrange it. So after rearranging it, it will become 11, 13 and 12. So here is the final tree after insertion of 3 further values. Now we will delete the data from the B tree one by one. So first of all we will delete 5, 4, then 5, 7, 3 and 14. In the lecture video of deletion of data from the B tree, we know all the possible cases of the deletion. We know the possible cases when we are going to delete data from the leaf node, and all the possible cases when we are going to delete some values from the internal nodes. So first of all we will delete 4 from the B tree. The first step we will have to perform here is that we have to search whether 4 exists or not in the B tree. So after comparing 4 with 14, it will move to the left subtree of 14. So again after comparison with 5 and 9 node, it will move to the left subtree of 5 because 4 is less than 5. So here we can see that we have find that 4 exists in the node. So here we can see that we have to delete the data from the leaf node. So when we will delete the data 4 from the B tree, our B tree will look like this. So here 4 is deleted. Now we can see that we do not perform here any other possible cases and simply delete the 4. It is because we know that we are dealing with the B tree having order 5, and we know that the B tree which is having order 5 can the single node can contain minimum 2 values. We have to perform further steps if we are deleting some data from the node and the remaining key values are too few than the minimum key values. So here we can see that after deletion of 4, this particular node is having 3 values. So it means that it is containing key values which are more than the minimum range. So we do not need any further steps to perform. So next value which we have to delete is 5. So again comparison will happen here. 5 is less than 14, it means we will have to move to the left side. So when we will move to the left side, we can see that 5 is available here as a key value of internal node. So when we will delete the 5 from the internal node, our battery will look like this one. Now the next step which we will have to perform here is that we have to fill this vacant space. So to fill this vacant space, we have to perform some steps. We will have to see that either its predecessor exists or not, and we have to see its in-order successor exists or not. So first of all, we have to see whether its predecessor, what is its predecessor, and can we move this predecessor to one level up or not. So we know that predecessor is the largest value of the left side of the left subtree. So when we see in the left subtree, we can see that 3 is the largest value. So and second step we will have to see here is that can we move this 3 to the one level up or not. So we can see that when we will move this 3 to one level up, and the remaining key values in this node are 1 and 2. So we can move the successor or predecessor to one level up only if the remaining key values are within the range. So when we will move 3 to the one level up, we can see that the remaining values are 1 and 2, and these are within the range. So we will move 3 to the one level up, and it will be placed at the vacant space, and this 3 will be removed from the left subtree. So our battery will look like this. 3 will be placed to one level up, and the 3 which was at the previous place is deleted. And the next value which we have to delete is 7. So again we have to perform comparison here. 7 is less than 14, it will move to the left subtree, and again we can see that 7 is greater than 3 but less than 9. So we have to move to the node that is present between 3 and 9. So here we can see that 7 exists within the battery. So when we will delete this 7 from the battery, the battery will look like this. The whole tree will remain same, but the affected node will become 6 and 8. Now again we can see that after deletion of 7 from the node, our remaining values are 6 and 8, and these values are within the range of battery having order 5. So we do not need to perform any further steps. The second last value which we will have to delete here is 3. So after a comparison with 14, it will move to the left side, and here we can see that 3 is available in the internal node. So we have to delete this 3 from the location. So after deleting 3, our tree will look like this one. The next step we have to perform here is that we have to fill this vacant space due to the deletion of 3. So the next step we have to perform here is that we will see for the in-order predecessor, and in case of unavailability of predecessor, we have to see for in-order successor, and in case of both of these cases are not applicable, we will have to implement third case. So first of all, we will see whether we can move the value as a predecessor to one level up or not. So for predecessor we have to move to the left side, and in left side we have to see the largest value. So here we can see that largest value is 2, but we cannot move to the one level up, because when if we move 2 to one level up, our remaining left side will become only 1, and it will violate the property of B tree, because in B tree it is the property that minimum number of key values in a single node having order 5 must be 2, but after moving 2 to one level up it will become only 1. It means we cannot move this 2 to one level up. So the next step is that we will have to see either we can move the in order successor to one level up or not. So for this purpose we see what is the smallest value in the right subtree of particular location. So the right subtree is 6 and 8, and 6 here is the in order successor. So again we can see that we cannot move 6 to the one level up, because after moving 6 to one level up the remaining node will be only having one value. So it means that we cannot implement the first and second case. So the third case which we can implement here is that we have to merge the left subtree as well as the right subtree of the particular location. So when we will merge it, it will become 1, 2, 6 and 8, and the whole this node will become the left subtree of 9. So after merging the nodes, we can see that it is again violating the properties of the B tree. So again here we can see that this node is having only single value, which is 9, and it is violating the B tree property when the B tree is having order 5. So what we will have to do is that we have to fill this space with one value to fulfill the B tree properties. So for this purpose we will look that either we can borrow one key value from the immediate left node, or we can borrow the one key value from the immediate right node of the targeted node. So we can see that 9 is a node which is not having the immediate left subtree. So it means that we will have to see for the borrow to the immediate right subtree. So right subtree, when we will look to the right subtree, we can see that it is having only two values, 24 and 35. So we already know that we can only borrow or move the values to the other side or to the other location if after moving the value the remaining node will have key values within the minimum range. So when we will move any value 24 or 35 to the left side, or we can say that to the left subtree of 14, then it will again violate the property of B tree. So what we have to do now is that the parent will become to the one level down, and it will be merged to its left subtree and to the right subtree. So after merging 14 to its child, the root node will become 9, 14, 24 and 35. Now their childs will become the left subtree of 9 will become 1, 2, 6 and 8, and the right subtree of 9 and left subtree of 14 will become 11, 12 and 13, and the right subtree of 14 and left subtree of 24 will become 19 and 23. Similarly 24 का जो राइट सबट्री है एंड 35 का जो लेफ्ट सबट्री है इट विल बिकम 25 एंड 31, एंड द राइट सबट्री ऑफ 35 will become 45 and 56. So in this way, after deletion of 3, our final B tree will look like this one. So the last value which we have to delete from the B tree is 14. So first of all we search where 14 exists. So we can see that 14 exists as a key value in the root node. So we have to delete 14 from the root node. So after deletion of 14, our tree will look like this. The next step which we will have to perform here is that we have to fill this vacant space with either its in order predecessor or with in order successor. So when we will look for the in order predecessor, we can see that 13 is the in order predecessor. It is the largest value of the left subtree. So the next step we have to see here is that either we can move this 13 to one level up or not. So we can see that after moving 13 to one level up, our remaining left node will be having values 11 and 12. So it means that it will kept values which are within the minimum range. It means that we do not need to look for the in order successor. We can move this 13 to one level up. So we will move 13 to one level up, and this 13 of child node will be deleted, and our new node, new B tree will become like this one, and its root node will having values 9, 13, 24, 35, and their child subtrees will look like this one. So here is the final sub B tree which we attain after deletion of 4, 5, 7, 3 and 14. So in this way we can delete any value from the B tree. I hope कि आप लोगों को अच्छी तरह से समझ आया होगा. थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड अल्लाह हाफिज़.